What's good, guys, and welcome to a new video. Today the 11.8 rebalance changes just dropped and we're gonna see what they did. So as you can see here, a huge rebalance list which we're going to break down right now, so let's hop right into it. So first, Titans. Luckily they just buffed the Titans, which is good. So first, the Minos charge cooldown from going down from 15 to 13 seconds, which is awesome, to be honest. Minos needed just that, so it's going to be even stronger, which is good. Next, Heimdall also getting a buff, which was very much needed. The repair modes are getting buffed, slightly buffed, but it's still a decent amount. So maybe you will notice the difference, but to be honest, still a weak Titan. Yeah, next, Sirius. Remote restore repair also going up, and the remote restore repair on the ground also going up. The repair is going up for both of them, which is also very good because Sirius was one of the worst Titans right now. And the remote restore cooldown going down from 20 to 18 seconds. Such buffs are very much needed. Cooldown buffs are very strong. Next, Titan weapons. So first with the buffed ones, Dazzler and Lantern are getting buffed slightly. Glaive and Lance are also getting slightly buffed, which is good. Better than nothing. Nerfed are going to be Arbiter and Equalizer, so the beta weapon. So I think Equalizer is it? I'm not sure, but I think Equalizer is going to get nerfed, which is a lot, to be honest. I mean, the damage is getting nerfed by a lot. And horizontal and vertical dispersion is going slightly up for both of them. They're still going to be very accurate, but I don't think if you will miss any shots, it's almost a 2%. It's a 2% accuracy reduction. So instead of 100% accuracy, you will have a 98% accuracy, which is almost as 100%, literally the same. So this nerf isn't gonna change anything. Next, Evora. I think Evora is the alpha weapon, which they nerfed the damage per particle actually, so it's going to do a lot less damage. Robot weapons. So buffed ones are going to be Claw, Jaw and Talon, and the shot interval is also being reduced, which is good. Next, Tamer and Damper. So the Rust weapons, raw damage getting buff for both of them, and the horizontal and vertical dispersion is getting reduced by 10%, which is also very good in today's meta with a lot of shields, purple shields, Aegis shields, Enso shields, you know, every type of shield. With this little damage won't be able to pierce through the shields, so still going to be useless, but I mean, War Robots did an effort popping them, so yeah. Next family, Needle, Spike and Stake. The damage is getting buffed, and significantly buffed actually, and I'm going to deliver you a video about the Stake weapons. I also have the Spike and Needle, so maybe, but I mean, as my free-to-play account, I won't be able to upgrade them a lot. I mean, maybe just the Stake weapons to level 9, but yeah. Next, now the nerf ones. This is going to be juicy. Let's begin with Gladius and Pilm, which they are very new weapons, to be honest. I mean, I don't know why they nerfed them so early on. So damage for both of them getting nerfed. The burst interval going up, which is bad. The reload interval is also getting up, which is crazy, because every cooldown buff or nerf will determine if the weapon still performs good or bad. I mean, the harshest nerfs were always the cooldown nerfs. I mean, they were the devastating nerfs for every single thing in War Robots. If you take a look at every robot, for example the Orochi. The Orochi was one of the most powerful meta robots at the time, and they nerfed the cooldown from the Orochi from 18 seconds to 22 seconds, and that completely destroyed the robot. Only with that nerf they literally nerfed the Orochi to the ground, and not only the Orochi, I mean with a lot of all their stuff like weapons, titans and other robots. So any cooldown nerf is going to significantly worsen the weapon and the damage output and the damage per minute. So 5 to 6 seconds is just 1 second difference, but it's going to be noticeable, to be honest. So that's going to be a very harsh nerf. They're still nerfing this weapon, man. It's insane. So next one is the blast accumulation per hit, reduced by 65%, man. And the particle dispersion going slightly up, which we don't care because it's just going up by a tiny amount, which won't make a difference. So next one, ooh, this is going to be very hard to read, man. I mean, I already know what is coming to these weapons, man, but I mean, very well deserved, to be honest. Poe, Bash and Boom, the brain rot weapons, as I like to say. Lock on required, that was needed from the beginning, and that is a must. Such weapons need a lock on from the beginning, man. I mean, who thinks about creating such weapons with no lock on? I mean, that's just so dumb, man. And these weapons are so brain rot and just the worst weapons from this year and last year, man. You can't name a worse weapon than this. I mean, these were like the most annoying thing on earth, man. Because of these weapons, I really think about quitting the game completely, just because of these weapons, man. I mean, it's completely insane. It's just insanity. Right now they're getting finally nerfed. So lock on required, first nerf, then the damage getting nerfed, which is also good, and the reload interval going from 5 to 7 seconds, which is also good, and they should have been like that from the beginning. And I'm telling you guys, if they would have done this from the beginning, we wouldn't have such big problems in the community and in our gameplay experience, because these weapons were from the beginning too powerful, they made them too annoying, and you didn't even need a line of sight for the enemy. I mean, who thinks of that? But I mean, they finally got nerfed. I don't care about these weapons. I don't care for the players that have them upgraded to Mark 3, Mark 2. Me as myself, I just had them on my Kaji level 9 as a free-to-play player. Yes, they were too powerful. Yes, they guaranteed some wins sometimes, but I mean, it was necessary, guys. I mean, I don't blame the players that equipped these setups with, I don't know, 4 times booms on their Bagliore or on their Samjuk. I blame Pixonic about making these weapons so powerful at the beginning, but finally they're getting nerfed. The game is gonna heal a lot, to be honest. So this is a little bit of progress towards a better experience in the game. So yeah, next one, Elox and Murex. Damage per particle being heavily nerfed. DOT damage going slightly up, which we don't care, because DOT damage is not that important as raw damage, so we don't care about that buff. They're going to be nerfed. Piercer, my god, this was also a very much needed nerf, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I couldn't handle the piercers, these campers from 1,000 meters just piercing through your freaking Titan or your freaking tank, man. I just couldn't bear that. So finally getting nerfed. Damage per particle getting buffed, so the raw damage getting buffed, but here it comes. The fatigue effect and the stack amount being decreased from 12 to 5 stacks only, which is amazing, guys. I mean, I do feel sorry for the players that equip these weapons on their sniper bots, and I do equip them on my Jäger, so I do have them on a bot currently. But guys, this weapon was just too powerful against tanks and especially titans. So I'm not even mad about this nerf. I'm mostly happy about this nerf, to be honest with you guys. This was a much needed nerf and it finally happened. But I do feel a little bit sorry for you guys who spend money or who spend a lot of resources trying to upgrade 4 heavy weapons and on top of that a Bagliore or even 5 heavy weapons of this type with the Strix robot. So I do feel sorry for them who have spent a lot of resources or even money to this game, to this nasty game. But that's the whole idea of Pixonic, guys. You need to catch up to that. So the best thing to do is just do not even spend money to begin with. But if you already spent some money, try to avoid spending more money. This not only affects your budget or your money or your bank account, this also affects your emotions. I'm not going to dive deep into that topic, guys. I'm just going to leave it as that. And let's continue with the nerfs. Flux damage per particle going down. Am I saying that right? Going down? A tier 3 weapon going down. The damage is getting heavily nerfed. Almost a 600 damage nerf. What? And ammo getting increased and reload threshold getting also increased, which is good, but they touched the damaged. They decreased the damage by 500. Yeah, maybe you were killed once by these weapons, but I already tried that on the test server. They were not good at all, man. They just killed one person and then you just needed to reload the whole match to just scratch another player with this weapon, man. They don't have any other ability. They don't pierce, they don't have mitigation, they don't have anything. They just do raw damage and that's it. These are tier 3 weapons, man. But it's okay. I mean, it's already done, so I'm not going to complain a lot. Trying to keep my cortisol low. No, I was joking, guys. Well, next set of nerfs: drones, pilots, and orbital ships. First, they reworked, so the beholder is getting actually a rework, so its bugs are getting fixed, which is good. Its direct damage and the blast damage is doing damage as intended. Still a little bit annoying, but it's doable, to be honest. I mean, it already got nerfed to the ground, so they don't need to go harsh on it. Next, nerfed. So Q is getting nerfed, a 10k damage nerf. It's going to be noticeable, but it's not the end of the world. It's probably the best free-to-play mothership, or maybe the second one after the Frederick. You can debate there, but to be honest, it's a very good free-to-play mothership. I personally have the Q rather than the Frederick because of the high damage output that this orbital ship does. On top of that, also with the lock-on turret and the sonic boom turret, and of course the most important thing, me personally, the enhanced Aegis system just gives you more time on the battlefield and more survivability on the battlefield. So for me, this is a very important mothership, and a 10k damage nerf. Yes, it will be noticeable maybe with a low HP Titan, which maybe you won't be able to kill him completely with just the orbital ship, but to be honest, it's not that bad. It's a nerf, yes, but it's not that bad. Bull drone. Oh, now we have a juicy nerf. Bull drone getting nerfed. So horizontal dispersion decreased by 10%, which is good. It's actually a buff, slight buff, getting more accurate, but it doesn't matter because now the nerf is the particles per shot, so going from 30 to 25, which is roughly a 16 or 15% damage nerf, which is insane, guys. So, but I mean, the bull drone really did a lot of damage. I mean, that kind of damage was just unacceptable on a drone. This drone really did a lot of damage, man. The burst interval also, no, this is above actually. So the burst interval from 0.5 seconds to just 1 second, but we don't care because this type of buff is just nothing. It's nothing, man. I mean, why do you even buff a burst interval? What is that going to do? I mean, just maybe the damage per minute or something. I don't know if that changes much, but it's okay. DOT damage reduction, so the last drone skill, which reduces the DOT damage from 30% to 20%. Okay, so obviously a nerf overall. A Oppo drone, another nerf. Let's go. Aegis durability going down from 150k to just 100k. Okay, solar drone, so the sniper drone. Bonus damage going down, so 35% to just 50%. Bonus duration also going down. Defense mitigation duration also going down. Aegis durability going slightly up. Stack limit added, so 20 stacks max. Okay, so overall obviously a nerf, guys. Kocho drone from the Kaji. Bonus damage duration nerfed. Decreased. Damage reduction stack limit decreased or halved. Movement speed bonus decreased, so a nerf. Scarabeus drone also nerfed. Physical shield durability nerfed. EMP damage bonus decreased. Man, they're nerfing a lot of drones, man. Kevin O'Reilly, the pilot from the Kaji, EMP duration decreased. As you can read it for yourself, guys, I don't need to explain that a lot. So the robots, now we're going to the juicy stuff. To be honest, the most juicy stuff. So the robots are like the most important thing after the Titan, or maybe even the most important thing second the Titans. But let's go right into it. So firstly, buffed, just to get you some good news, guys, and then we're going to go to the bad news. So Harpy and Siren, the ability cooldown is going down. So as you may have seen, guys, the cooldown, the last rebalance change list they uploaded there was just the Firestorm from the Harpy, but I already tested the cooldown for the Siren and it did get the buff. So both of them got the buff. So that's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Then Typhoon averages capacity going up. Angler physical shield durability going up. Now this is a big change because, as I already have said, guys, every cooldown damage buff or nerf is a very significant change. The cooldown is one of the most important things for every stuff in War Robots. So for example, the Blitz breaking cooldown from 15 to 30 seconds is going to change a lot, to be honest. So very good. Reworked Rex, so durability going up by a lot. Well, not a lot, but significantly going up. Built-in weapon damage per particle also going up. Built-in weapon horizontal dispersion slightly nerfed, just a 5% increase. And the most important thing, Predator rush duration going down from 5 to 4 seconds, which, you know, if there were only to nerf the Rex, this would have been a very crucial nerf. But hear me out, guys. I put the Rex as a rework because they did buff the durability and the damage by a lot, to be honest. This is a very significant buff. So in my opinion, this is much rather going to be a rework rather than a overall nerf. But I'm not an expert, and let's see how that goes on the live server. So don't take my word too seriously, guys. Going to the nerf ones, this is going to be very hard to read, man. I mean, I already see the big list with the meta stuff here. So first, Kaji durability slightly increased. Movement speed. Oh my god, what am I seeing? Am I hallucinating here? From 55 kph to just 42 kph. Who even thought about it? Is that even real? This is going to... The card is going to move like a turtle. Like, literally like a turtle. And I already tested that on the test server. And it literally moves like a turtle. It's so slow. But, I mean, okay. I don't know what they're doing. But surely it's going to help the game. Maybe. Mine damage going down from originally 49,000 to 39,000, so a 10k damage nerf. You need to realize this nerf, guys. This is such a huge damage nerf. 10k is abruptly a very harsh nerf on the damage, but it was a much needed nerf, to be honest. These mines were so outrageously powerful, man. It's so powerful. It wasn't even a competition. It was a mining competition. Who could lay more mines in the battlefield? The one who just landed on the mines just was completely boom. Just like an ant, you know, like an ant. Disappeared like nothing, like thin air, man. But okay, let's continue, guys. Mine cooldown from going up, from also the interval between the mining placement when you place the mine is going up from 1 to 1 from 3 seconds. I have the feeling this is a lot higher. To be honest, I do think they nerfed it a little bit more. Like instead of just 1.2 seconds, they nerfed it like 1.6 or even 1. I would dare to say even 1.8 seconds, because I already tested the Kaji out and it really does say 2 seconds instead of just 1 second. So it means the reload interval is close to 2 seconds rather than still 1 second. So I don't know if this mine cooldown is accurate, if it's really 1.3 seconds, but it's either way it's really a big change, because now instead of placing a maximum of 7 mines, you just place 5 mines, which is significantly less. 2 mines less, plus the damage nerf from the mines, which is like almost 100k damage less per ability. So that's a very big change there. Mine detection range, also very big change, 200 halved from 200 to just 100 meters. Mining speed bonus, so the speed bonus from the ability going slightly up from 40% to 50%. Kaji absolutely nerfed to the ground. Much needed nerf for the Kaji, but I think this was too much for the Kaji. The mining damage was needed, but the movement speed wasn't it. Kaji got absolutely nerfed to the ground. I'm sorry, Kaji. So, Teth, durability nerfed. They wanted actually to buff the durability, but nah, they decided to nerf it instead. So, very hypocritical from War Robots, to be honest. So, at the end, they did nerf the durability, and then also the force field durability per stage, which is also one of the most crucial abilities of the Teth. So the Teth with its force field can last a long battle, but with this being nerfed, it's going to be a normal robot. So going from a meta robot just to a normal robot. I need to test that out. I haven't tested the Teth, but I do think this is a big change. So from 50k to 35k, big change. Dance of the Sands damage bonus from the pilot skill from 10 to 5%, and the speed bonus from 20 to 15%. It's a slight nerf, but it will be noticeable, to be honest. Dance of the Sands duration, so the duration from this ability pilot skill going down from 7 to 5 seconds. So pilot skill getting absolutely nerfed. Strix ability duration 9 to 7 seconds. And obviously the most surprising thing, the damage bonus to melee attacks from the sword unit which is accumulated by the damage output from the enemy team, is being massively reduced. They didn't put a number, but I already know this is a massive number. This number was maybe infinite, unlimited. Now they have put a limit to this bonus damage, and I do think they put a very low limit. So now if you shoot at the sword unit, it won't do as much damage as before, which is very sad, to be honest, because it was your own fault if you shoot at the shield of the sword unit. But at the same time, I mean, such a long duration, man, who even thinks of that? And also the melee attack, 4 slashes, just slashing through your titan or robot, dealing a lot of damage if a dumb enemy hit the absorber shield. But it's okay. Lastly, Leo, defense points for per fortress link stack going down massively, Oh my god, man, what have they done to the Leo? From 12 to just 4. Why, Pixonic? Why from 12 to 4? Is it even going to be as tanky as before? I don't know, man. I mean, with this nerf, they really dumped the Leo into the trash bin. And also maximum mitigation from 75% to 50%. Alright, guys. I mean, yeah, Leo didn't deserve that, to be honest. It was tanky as hell, but it didn't deserve this nerf, guys. So I'm signing off, guys. Pretty strong nerfs, pretty good buffs, but overall, as you always know, Pixonic nerfing too much.
Leave a like, subscribe, until the next one. Bye bye.